Hello and welcome to episode 1 of our Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones Let's Play. We are in the year 236 after Conquest, the third year of the reign of Aegon V the Unlikely here. We are going to be playing, actually, as Sir Roland Osgrey. Not Sir yet, because, our character is only 13, so we got to get knighted first. But this character is actually the son of Sir Eustace Osgrey and Lady Rohan, the Red Widow Weber. So this is a custom character I made, and he's going to be playing as a landed knight here in Briarcrest. So Roland here was granted Briarcrest out of the kindness of Aegon here, even though if you know the history of House Osgrey here, our father fought for the Blackfyres in the first Blackfyre rebellion, and our three brothers here died on the Battle of the Red Grass Field. So this is going to be an interesting playthrough, and thankfully, like I said, Aegon here, he's a very kind king, and he, granted us this nice parcel of land here. A very modest castle, but I think we'll build it into something nice, and, we might get up to some shenanigans in the realm at first, but obviously, we're starting small here. So we have the future Sir Roland Osgrey of Briarcrest here. He's been raised by Septon Humphrey. Roland is chaste, honest, zealous. He has the pensive childhood trait, so we're going down the learning education path. And we're also a theologian, so he's definitely, really into the faith of the seven. He's been listening to his Septon a lot. He's a journaler, so he likes to write down a lot of his thoughts. And loyal. That is specifically because we are granted this castle here by Aegon, in spite, of our family's history in the Blackfyre rebellion. So in any future, God forbid, the Blackfyres rise again, we're going to be there on Aegon's side. And as I mentioned earlier, we had our three brothers here die in the Battle of the Red Grass Field for the Blackfyres. Also, our Weber brothers are dead, but our mother did remarry before she died to the Lannisters. So actually our half-brother here is the heir to Casterly Rock, and currently our half-brother Jason is here at our court. He's going to be our ward. We might squire him once we grow up, but we're honestly not that much older than him. Our character is 13 right now and he's 7, so we'll see on that front. I think it's time we also start squiring and get the knight trait. And I was looking at the available knights here, and then I saw Sir Duncan the Tall. So I will obviously take this opportunity and we will start squiring for Sir Duncan.
But you look as though you don't eat much. And if you'll swear to do as you're told, I'll let you serve me for the tourney.
10 years later.
And just like that, another Blackfyre rebellion. Grave news for the realm. King Daemon, a long-forgotten scion of the treacherous House Blackfyre, has landed in Westeros. He commands a host of thousands led by Captain General Aegor Bittersteel. Just as the wounds of the realm were thought to be healing, the Seven Kingdoms are once again at war. With the realm in turmoil once more, choice must now be made. I'm not switching to Daemon, obviously. We're playing as, Sir Roland. But we're gonna join on the side of our liege here. There we go, and we are officially Duncan Squire. Our liege has not called us into the war yet. I might manually just offer and join, because I think that will pull us in. But let's look at how things are. So, it looks like no one's declaring for the Blackfyres. It's just literally, like Ronwood. Couple houses here. So yeah. Unfortunate for King Daemon here, but that's good for us, because we're supporting our King Aegon here. And then I will go ahead and offer to join the war here on behalf of our liege. Maybe we'll get a friendship with King Aegon. We have our armies raised here, and we're going to join up with King Aegon's host in King's Landing. Looks like we have Dragonstone coming in, so we're going to start pushing in to the Stormlands in the Kingswood. Let's get an update on how things are going. So we got about 24,000 here declared for our liege, King Aegon, and then 37,000 for King Daemon Blackfyre here. But still, he didn't have any major houses declared for him or anything, so I think it's going to be a pretty easy victory for King Aegon. And then while we are sieging down Timberland here with the host of Dragonstone, I believe. Yep, with Dragonstone. King Aegon has engaged. Who is this? Lord Simon of the Kingswood. Here in the Battle of the Bywater. Yep, and it looks like Lord Simon's house was crushed, and that was a major victory in the war here. 21% war score. And it looks like the Blackfyres have just landed in the eastern Stormlands here, and Aegon seems to be marching their way, so let's link up with him. The life and duties of a squire. Sir Duncan has left me in the armory with naught but a rag. I've been instructed to practice cleaning every weapon here before sundown. These weapons must shine, so 42% chance we get a successful training and we get some squire experience, and there's a possible 20% chance our martial increases by 1, or there's a 50% chance we just lose 1 experience. Let's see. It was a poor session. That's unfortunate. Looks like the Blackwater host is currently up here at Greenfall Point, and it looks like our liege is kind of looping around this way. Yep, so it looks like our liege ran south here while the enemy engaged Lord Hayford here. And it looks like the Blackfyres are going to win that engagement. So it looks like our liege has decided to call in his vassals here. And yep, yeah, now the war is a bit more one-sided. King Aegon is up to 200,000 soldiers here. So yeah, I think the war might be decided right here. It looks like most of our liege's troops have gathered here in the Stormlands. I'm trying to see where the Blackfyre host is up north, perhaps? No. Huh. Oh, they're going down south to link up with the Dornish host. Okay, so we're about a year into the war. Currently, we're about to finish the siege of Greenfall Fort here. We are leading the siege. Just about 2 months left here. We haven't engaged the Blackfyres yet. I still believe they're down in Dorne. The Westerland host and the host of the Reach is going to engage them. The life and duties of a squire. Sir Duncan and I are riding with haste to a village in the countryside surrounding home. Banditry has run amok in the area, and they called for nearby knights to come aid and protect the village in exchange for hot meals and a sack of coin. Knights of service are oft required to act as intermediaries between lords and their people, Duncan explains to me. By stopping the bandits and aiding the village, Sir Duncan hopes to show me a side of knighthood I had not known. I shall pay rapt attention, so 48% chance of success, and an additional 20% chance of our stewardship increasing. So let's see. Another failure. We're kind of a shitty squire so far.
It's made too small, Your Grace. It won't go.
Your mother was a dumb whore with a fat ass. Did you know that?
So it looks like we're abandoning the siege here of the fort, and we're going to link up with our friends coming in from the north. A feast for the senses. Being at a feast is a flood of impressions. People are talking, the smell of all kinds of food fills my head. The guests are wearing beautiful clothes, the servants are carrying endless plates, and I can't get over how impressive everything is. What a wonderful display of power. So, it's all so shiny, we get the greedy trait, or adults can be so much fun to talk to, and we get the gregarious trait. Definitely go with the gregarious trait there. That's going to be useful for feasts and stuff. The life and duties of a squire. While Sir Duncan and I are traveling, he begins reciting the names of knights from Dorne. For every knight named, I'm required to respond with a description of that person's personal sigil or house arms. My mind rushes through the many lions, birds, bears, and wolves that dot the land for answers. I must demonstrate my knowledge. So 64% of success, and an additional 20% chance of our learning. Hey, our first successful squire training. There we go. Hey, we actually might make a good knight. We'll see. Looks like the Reach host has engaged the High Lordship of Massey's Hook here, just north of Dorne. And it looks like we're going to meet up with them with the Targaryens and Baratheons. So it looks like on the 13th of 5th moon here, we've had a decisive battle at Drift Peak here. Baratheons and Stormlands versus the Golden Company. And Melee's the monstrous right here. So, and it's very, very one-sided. I don't think the Blackfyres are going to win this one. We'll see. I don't think we'll make it there in time to actually participate. But yeah, that was a big battle. So 57% in favor of King Aegon right here. They only have 20,000 troops compared to 500,000. Wow. So yeah, the Blackfyres might be done forever here. It looks like about a month later in Dorne, we have another battle right here. They've engaged the Blackfyres in Ronwoods, excuse me. And it looks like another, major victory for Aegon right here. Wow, they're absolutely crushing them. And they got reinforcements coming too. And wow, looks like the war's over and we didn't even get to participate in a single battle.
I don't fight it.
But it's okay, we got to participate a little bit. We did do, a siege or two. But yeah, we didn't end up making, any of the big battles. But that is the 4th Blackfyre Rebellion. So King Aegon here rose up, crushed the Blackfyre usurpers. And it wasn't even close. He had 500, almost 600,000 troops compared to Daemon had at most 30, 40,000 maybe. And he didn't have anyone come to his side, unfortunately. So the 4th Blackfyre Rebellion, that was crushed. And hopefully, at least for us, as a loyal, Targaryen supporter now, hopefully that'll be the end of it. So victory, we have won the 4th Blackfyre Rebellion. King Daemon, now Prince Daemon of the Blackfyre host, has been imprisoned. And it's a big victory for Aegon. And then now that the war is over, I think we can arrange a betrothal for Roland here. I think we'll go with Beone of House Goldwine here. That will get us a nice alliance with Lord Byron of Vinetown. And the cool thing is that Beone's father here is actually the one inheriting the Lordship of Vinetown. So we'll keep that alliance even after Lord Byron dies. And we have our alliance with Lord Byron, and our betrothal has been accepted. And considering that our character here is going down the learning path, he's a theologian, he's quick, very interested in learning things, I think we're actually going to start a learn language scheme here against King Aegon. I think that'd just be interesting, so we can also learn a new language of High Valyrian, but also just kind of play into our character's strengths here. The life and duties of a squire. Sir Duncan has me climb onto a small wooden crate, with a crowd of knights, squires, and pages gathered about me, all plying their trades. He claps me on the shoulder and instructs me to give those gathered a command. Then I must be loud, but clear. I can hardly hear him above the racket of the training yard as is, but he tells me that a knight must be able to give commands in even the most challenging of environments, for the battlefield is never a quiet place. So I shall try my hardest, and that's a 51% chance we get it, or a 48% chance we don't, so let's see. And another unsuccessful training. I think so far we've actually only had one successful squire training, unfortunately. Rolling. I'm at play in the gardens of Briarcrest with my peers, in a rare moment free from the watchful eyes of our guardians and tutors. It all happened so suddenly, and I'm swept from my feet and sent tumbling down a steep hill, with Canella, who's our third cousin once removed, holding tightly to me as we roll down the hill. Once at the bottom, I'm left dazed, with her eyes staring deeply into mine as she smiles and giggles at me. I feel something strange in my chest as I look back at her. What is this feeling? So we can do love, hate, or indigestion. I think we'll go with love right there, which will give us a crush on Carmenella Weber right there. Yeah, we don't want to make her a victim. The life and duties of a squire. The din of swords and fervent shouts surround me. I raise my training sword and swing wildly at my training partner before whirling around to face my other training partner, sending a quick thrust off into the air with a quick parry. My knight Sir Duncan has ordered me to train with more than one partner today. Though I have plenty of experience facing one opponent, sparring with multiple is an experience I am still getting used to. Nonetheless, Duncan reminds me that scenarios such as these are more akin to the battlefield. I will try to distinguish myself, so 44% chance it's successful, and 55% chance it's not, so let's see. And we actually get a successful training there, so we actually have all the progress we need in the squire tree right there, and we're about to reach maturity, so I think Duncan will knight us. I don't think we'll have to force him to. Learn language, the ease of youth. My study of the High Valyrian language is progressing fantastically. I feel like I have all the focus and energy in the world. My name is Roland. I like to eat pudding. If I just focus even harder, I'll speak fluently in no time at all. So I can dedicate all my time to this and immediately execute the scheme, or I can rather spend my time elsewhere. We're not going to do that, obviously, because we'll get the stress. And we have a 95% chance of doing the scheme, so I think we will execute the scheme immediately. And success. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the High Valyrian language. Endless hours practicing enunciation, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. During my efforts, I looked to emulate King Aegon's accent. I'm sure that he would be impressed with my results. And of course, High Valyrian peasants now respect me a great deal more. So I feel accomplished, which ends our scheme, or I could send a letter to King Aegon. I think I will send the letter. There's a 43% chance we impress him, or a 57% chance we lose opinion and we grow closer to forming a rivalry with him. And it comes across as dishonest mockery, so hopefully he doesn't become rivals with us from that. But we have succeeded in learning the High Valyrian language. Offer of knight tutelage. To the benign Roland, I would like for your courtier, Rob Moreland, so he's actually our third cousin, twice removed, to become the squire of Wallace Massey, so the heir to the lordship of Massey's Hook. You know, I don't see why not, yeah. Oh no, ill, my mortal body. Warden or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortal. I was reminded of this as I woke, coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and my throat. My body is racked with shivers and weakness, my head leaking from every orifice. I heard that wheezing from across the court, my lord, and so my physician pokes his head into my chamber. Should you require it, I know a fair number of suitable remedies. So, do no more than what is necessary, so that's a safe option. Or, it is too late for caution. Or leave me be, but I'm not going to do that. Master Anselm, you're a good man. I trust you. We have to go with the risky option. And it is a miracle. We have lost the ill trait. The pot which Anselm brought with him to my chambers, emitted a strange buzzing sound. Before I could stop him, he threw it on the floor, where it exploded in a cloud of pottery, shards, and swarm of furious bees. As my physician fled the room, I remained their only target. Strangely enough, I could no longer feel any symptoms, so I guess the bees actually worked and we're actually no longer ill, so thank you very much, Maester. Oh, this is interesting. So, courtier requests to marry. This is from a mod I've installed. My Captain John is requesting to marry Lord Jeremy of Cape of Eagles, courtier Jenny of Oldstones, who is actually in the history of Song Ice and Fires, who marries Prince Duncan the Small here, and is actually what causes him to be disinherited by Aegon, and then the throne passes to Jaehaerys. So this is interesting. My random courtier wants to marry Jenny of Oldstones here, which makes sense because she's just a random lowborn woman. So yeah, you can marry Jenny of Oldstones, and I guess we'll be changing the course of history here. And it looks like Sir Roland has now reached the age of 16, and we have been knighted by Duncan. We can also now choose a patron aspect of the 7, which would make sense, especially considering how pious our character is. And I think we'll go with the father for +5 general opinion and the +1 diplomacy. We don't really care about the intrigue. And then we can also finish our betrothal to Beone of Goldwine here, which will secure our alliance with Lord Byron of Vinetown. So we'll definitely go ahead and do that. And honestly, I think that's a good place to end the episode off. We did the 4th Blackfyre Rebellion, which was definitely unexpected. We got married with our character here, and we reached the age of 16. So I think that was a really good start for Sir Roland of Osgrey here. We got to spend some time as a squire for Sir Duncan the Tall, and I think we definitely have an interesting path ahead of us. I think we're going to continue serving House Targaryen here loyally, unless they give us a reason not to. You never know, but thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. I want to intend to continue this playthrough compared to some other ones on my channel, so don't take that as a bad sign. I definitely want to continue this one, so keep your eyes out for the next episode. And once again, thank you guys for watching.